Hello, guys. I hope you guys are doing well. Another video for you. If you are interested in seeing like which papers you should grade and what you should just look at and go ahead and dispose or whatever it is that you do with your papers, this is the video for you. Please feel free to go ahead and subscribe down below so you'll be able to get all of the papers that I send out. Okay. So today we're going to talk about graded papers. Now, as teachers, we have a ton of papers that come across our desk that we need to just look for completion and accuracy, or B, possibly take grades on. Okay. So we're going to talk about all of that today. Now, I'm going to tell you, I try to at least take one grade for each subject in the reading or the math, science, or social studies, depending on what we're focusing on. And again, I do teach first grade, so we kind of flop the subjects with the science and social studies that I take for a grade. Now, with that being said, numerous papers come on my desk that I look at for completion that reinforces the skills that I am teaching. Okay. So just say, for example, let me show you this here. This is Mrs. Moore's basket where I have taught the kiddos to put all of their papers that they complete. And I do tell my kids, papers I need to put my two eyeballs on, put it inside of this basket. And the kids know before they turn it into this basket, it needs to be quality work. If their work is not quality work, there will be consequences and they may have to do the assignments over. But I tell them, and I have trained them again, first graders, they can do it. Do your work correctly the first time, so therefore you won't have to do it again. And they work very hard because they do not like me to waste their time. So with that being said, I pick like their grades, of course, for each week, their comprehension grades, their spelling test, things like that nature. Of course, I take grades on that. But then with the other skills that I'm reinforcing, they put it in here just as well with the spelling test and the other paper. All paperwork goes in there. For the other papers that I don't take a grade on, I look at them for completion, of course, and also look at them for accuracy. If I happen to look at those papers and I see that the kiddos are having a hard time with the skill that I'm using that particular assignment to reinforce, that is a great indicator that you need to pull that particular child over to your table, wherever you may do your one-on-one or small group. That is an important time to do that. But all of the papers, guys, hundreds of papers come over our desk, I would just say in a given week's time. To grade all that, that's a bit much. And for Mrs. Moore, I don't do that. But I do look at just every paper that comes in this here. I look at it to see what needs to be done because the goal is for Mrs. Moore, and hopefully you have that goal as well, to work smarter and not harder. So again, I pick at least one grade for each subject to actually take a grade on. Other papers, I look at it for completion and for accuracy. Okay. Some of those papers, I get the kiddos to put a check mark on it once I looked at it, and they'll put it in their little star folder. And I've talked about that before on a previous video. So therefore, I can keep my papers in circulation and I don't have papers all over my classroom because I try to keep things as organized as possible. So again, don't think you have to grade everything because the goal, when it comes to that 9-week period, you do not want to have a stack of papers on your desk that you need to grade. When it comes time for you to turn in those grades or post your grades or roll your grades or whatever it's called in your district, you should have those grades in there. And again, try to put those grades in once a week. Okay, because you don't want to wait until the end of your 9-week period and you have a stack of papers that you need to A, grade, and that you need to B, put into the system. The ball is still rolling. You're still going to have other stuff that you need to get done. The last thing you need to do is have to go back, grade those papers. That takes a lot of time. So try to get yourself in a routine. You check to see what you want to grade, and I try to keep that consistent throughout the week. So, boom, I know what I'm going to do. Grade them, go ahead and put it in the system, and move on. My goal each week by Friday, all of my grades are in for that week, so that following week I'm starting afresh with the new grading, with the new looking for accuracy, all that stuff, because it's going to keep going. You go know, as teachers, it never stops. So That's what I have for you today. If you have any questions or if you need for me to go a little bit more in depth, email is down below. Feel free to email me and I will do all I can to assist you. I want you guys to be blessed. I want you to have happy teaching. Remember, work smarter, not harder. Take care, guys. Be blessed. Bye bye.